Okay, loves. What I started with is 1.5 large chicken breasts. I sliced them thinly and put them on top of a warmed amount of Crisco, a small amount of sea salt, garlic powder, and pepper. I also did a cup to 2 cup rice to water. So 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. I brought that to a boil, covered it, set the timer for 15 minutes. Next, I'm going to season the top part of the chicken. Now, I did the same 3 of my staple ingredients. That's sea salt, black pepper, a grinder, and garlic powder. Now, just a reminder that with stir fry, if you're using anything that's going to add a good amount of salt to it, you want to only add a slight amount of salt when you're initially seasoning it because you don't want it to be too salty. Now, I'm flipping them all over. I apologize. The spoon was a little bit of a challenge to use, but we made it work and it turned out delicious. So I'm okay with that. Now I'm going to show you one of the pieces here soon, show you how brown it should be. There you go. You don't want to get any darker than that because you don't want to dry it out. Now there comes my soy sauce, and as you know, soy sauce can be very salty, so that's the reason why I only add a small amount of salt when I'm seasoning. And I do break my seasoning into 3 different lots to avoid over seasoning because I can taste it throughout. I've added adding ginger, about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's a good staple ingredient for especially stir fry. And then I'm going to stir it up to make sure it's evenly dispersed. Now I have the heat, it's consistently at medium until after I add my vegetables. That way the chicken can cook to its extent and then we don't overdo the vegetables. So we're cleaning our mushroom with a paper towel and then we are slicing it into thin slices. I'm going to show you one here. There you go. Next, I'm going to do the red and yellow peppers. I used them earlier in a meal this week, so very budget conscious. I apologize for my cutting skills because I definitely should have my nails facing the knife. Now, the red bell pepper was a little long, so I sliced that in half. Now you see me, I'm going to add all of those vegetables, beautiful vegetables, to my chicken. And let's get it all in there. Isn't it fun when food is so beautiful and delicious? Okay, so stirring those all together to make sure that there's an even coating of oil. Now, I think at this point is when I noticed that it was a little dry at the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to add another drizzle of the vegetable oil just to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom, because the mushrooms can definitely do that. So I do that, and then I'm going to add one little more spackling of seasoning. Let's see, we're adding salt, pepper, garlic powder, and ginger. And remember, just a very small amount of salt. Okay, we'll stir that again, make sure that they're covered, and it looks good. You can see how they're glistening. So it looks like they're all covered. I'm going to let you look at it. Yum! Isn't it beautiful? All of those colors. Afterward, I was thinking I should have had some green in there. So maybe next time I'll use peas, frozen peas. So I'm adding a little bit more curcumin. Now, you didn't see me try that off camera. I tried it to see what the flavor is like. Needed a little bit more. So now I'm going to add our rice. Now I did ours for 15 minutes because we like ours a little bit moist and wet. If you like it a little drier, you're going to do it for about 20 minutes. You'll know that it's ready when you turn it to the side and no water comes from beneath it. Now I mixed it all up and tasted it again and looked like I need a little bit more curcumin, and then it's ready to serve for a family of 4. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy.